All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Dysfunctional Fitness Podcast. You're joined today by myself, Matthew Hosking, and my good friend and co-host, Ben Bodycom. Right,
Hi.
we're here talking about 24.1, just been announced. Just watched the workout demo from the elite athletes. Oh, Benjamin, where do we even start? Before
I
the
think we
workout.
start with a really important question, which is Rich Froning must have been really, really fit in 11.3 13 years ago to get
He must have
93
been.
reps.
He must
And
have
the
been
current fittest man on earth, what did he get?
30.
30. Either they're all on very different gear to what they used to be, or Mr. Froning is just significantly fitter than Mr. Adler ever was.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was honestly the worst thing I've ever watched, ever, in CrossFit. That was so bad. What was the point? What was the point?
I think they really missed a trick in doing it beforehand. So for those who didn't watch the whole thing, they made this thing where it was going to be all the athletes who were doing the open announcements were going to do a workout the day before. So they did Nasty Girls yesterday, or Nasty Girls, depending on where you're from. And they emulated that by having like the really low rings. They had to do low ring muscle ups. So they screwed over Brent Fikowski already anyway. And then they said to them, oh yeah, like, so half an hour before the opening announcement, we want you to do 5-minute AMRAP squat clean and jerks. So naturally they did what is sensible and just went like pretty easy. And did one every 10 seconds as opposed to, one every 3.8 or whatever Froning did.
Yeah. But it was just so dumb. It's like, what are we doing here? They're just doing it in synchro. Like,
Yeah.
And also, I didn't see the end of it, but did Jeff and Alex Gazan switch barbell for the last rep?
They did.
So isn't Jeff Adler's score actually void? So why has he won the golden barbell?
No, it was after the time cap had gone.
Okay. Dear me.
So yeah, that's yeah, I think they massively messed up because so I think Kotler and Gazan were on someone's podcast yesterday. I can't remember whose.
Barbell spin.
Yeah, barbell spin. And
wow.
Kotler was just talking about why are we doing an open, like a workout before the open announcement? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. But we could clearly see that Gazan was the most impacted by it. As Raptors took the win for the women. So that was good.
Yeah. You talk about the workout from yesterday. The funny thing is they lowered the rings, but they tried doing to the original height, but they were so low that Fikowski couldn't even do a kip with his knees, so they actually had to raise them.
So I imagine that may not have put him in a very good state of mind to then have to do a workout today.
Don't know. Did you see his celebration after it yesterday? He was pumped.
Was he?
Yeah, you not seen it?
No, I didn't.
A massive screaming fist pump.
Did he?
Yeah, obviously he was trolling, but still, like
yeah,
taking a piss. But it was quite funny. Yeah, right. Let's talk about the workout. 24.1. Wow. After all the build up, something we're never going to seen before in the open, new type of format. I'm a bit disappointed in the format. I thought it'd be, like a time, like an interval or a, death by. So I don't know. It is just a full-time workout. Like I don't see what's so new and special about it.
It's the mushroom.
It's the mushroom.
It's the mushroom.
I know.
Didn't you see the mushroom? I saw the mushroom.
Did you watch his week in review when he said he wanted to go back and get it to bring it to the live announcement? He went back to find it, he couldn't find it.
He smoked it while he was coming up with this workout. Sorry.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
That wasn't even that funny. I don't know why I laughed at
that. Thanks, man. It's for my ego. Yeah, like it's okay. No, it's a good workout. It's a good gateway workout. After all the hype of it being something new, yes, I am disappointed that it's not something like really revolutionary that we haven't seen before. It's like very simple movements paired together. We kind of know what it's going to be. and it's going to be different levels of hurt for different people, depending on your capacity. You're going to have to break up the dumbbell snatch a lot more than you would otherwise because it's all on one arm. And that's it really. That's my analysis. All right, see you later. Well done.
Yeah, it will just depend on, obviously there's like different tiers to everyone's fitness level. So obviously we watched the elites and they just went out at a ridiculous pace that obviously most people aren't going to be able to perform the workout out. Yeah, I was like taking Jeff's splits. He just got quicker through the workout. Obviously the reps came down, but like his actual speed per rep was like pretty much increasing, especially on the burpees. But he said a good point in the end, like it is for most people, if you can get through all the work, if you want to try to separate yourself, it's how fast you move on your burpees. Like the snatch, I know you can move it faster than someone else slightly, but the speed cycle you're going to gain on a snatch is not worth the extra energy.
No.
Versus a burpee, you can be a lot slower or a lot faster. So yeah, I would just keep conservative on the snatch speed, just nice and consistent. And then on the burpees, I know that's not what you want to hear, but that's where you actually got to push your pace a bit and try dig in. And then just straight back on the dumbbell. So it's yeah, as you said, you could literally break every set if you wanted to. If you take a 2-3 second break, it's not that bad.
No. But it's about being disciplined on those breaks, right?
Yep, all about the discipline. But
what I was going to say is, would you recommend people vary how they do their burpees? Like,
I would say not vary, but definitely the best in the world, current champ, literally just did a step in and a jump over, a proper standard. So if anyone's trying to cheat that standard, there's literally no point, because you've probably seen a top 10 score in the world just do that workout, and he was stepping in every burpee and doing a 2-footed jump. So you don't need to game your burpee technique. And again, finding a rhythm. And also he just did it always on his right foot. If you go back and he always stepped in with his right foot. He wasn't even alternating his feet. I know you wouldn't probably teach or tell someone, recommend them to do that, but he did that fine. But obviously, again, it's different. Like, he's one of the best in the world, can handle that volume, overuse of one side.
I'm not sure how I feel about the volume of the dumbbell snatch. Is this the most volume we count on dumbbell snatch?
No. The 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, or 10 upwards. Sorry. Yeah. So the volume's actually not that bad. It's like pretty appropriate.
I don't know whether it feels worse to me because it's all on one side and then switching to the other. Like,
maybe, yeah, the cycle speed will technically be faster already, just because you're not having to switch arms each rep. So you're going to save. It's not much, but like a third of a second each rep, but it will add up. I mean, he did say the 21s he felt was grip. So for some people, if that dumbbell is going to be moderate to heavy for some people, then yeah, you might want to break it up into like 3 sets of 7.
That's me.
You're not going to break it up.
Yeah, I will. 8-7-6. I'm not going to go 3 sets of 7. That's silly. But 8-7-6 is a sensible breaking up.
You're not.
We were talking earlier, and I said, like, hey, look, if it's a movement speed workout, then like I might be all right. And if there's no fitness involved, unfortunately, there's fitness involved. So yeah, we'll see how it goes for me.
I know what you're expecting. You were dreaming of a workout that had like 6 different movements with like 10 reps each. And that's your workout.
Yes, that is my jam. That is all I can do. I can do 1 set of everything, and that is it. If I have to do 2 sets of things, nah, no chance. Or anything more than 20 reps, nope. I am made for grid, but like scaled grid.
Scaled grid, yeah. So CrossFit.
If anyone wants to set up a competition called Scaled Grid in the UK, like I'm here for it.
Who do you think? I think, well, there's probably one obvious name who's probably going to win this worldwide in terms of the men. I don't know about the women. Don't know who's.
Justin?
Oh no, I'd say Mertens.
Ooh,
it's just range of motion.
Yeah.
And if he's anywhere as fit as Jeff, like it's just distance traveled.
Yeah.
I think it will be close. He'll like do it high 5s. What was Jeff? 6:12, 6:10. So I think Mertens will take off like 10 seconds ish. Maybe break the 6-minute mark. I mean, there'll be quite a few elites who can, because they've just seen an elite score and they'll be like, okay, I know I can just hold a slightly faster pace than that after watching it.
Yeah.
But you have to be relatively small. Like I don't see Velner or someone like that beating that score. They're just too long. So
yeah.
someone small and fit. Will Scott Tetlow could actually smash this one. Basically, Scott Tetlow versus Mertens. Look out for those two names.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a doorway fitness workout, isn't it? I know
I'm trying
there
to
is
think on the
some
women's
lacking.
side who's super small. I'd say Emma Carey, but she's just pulled out. Breaking news. So that'd be a good workout for her.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything on that one. Ariel alone will probably do really well at it as well. Because I think she doesn't tend to like peak for things either, so she's fit pretty much all year round. So I think she'll do well.
Tia for broken wrist. Will she manage the 35-pound dumbbell?
I think somehow she'll be all right. I don't know. Actually,
is there actually like who is like a female equivalent of a Mertens?
Annika Greer? No, she's too much of a power.
Yeah,
She
I
leans too
can see that sort of. She's not. She still isn't like you wouldn't look at her like, oh my gosh, you're actually like freakishly small compared to the field.
What similar workouts have we had over the years?
Well, you said the burpee. Well, we had the snatch, burpee box jump over one. The volume is a lot more on the snatch, and the burpees were a touch less, but it was burpee box jump overs. So obviously, it's a bit more of a taxing movement. That's a similar-ish workout. So again, if you've done that one, similar feel in terms of rhythm. Maybe the pain will be a bit different, but same rhythmic on the snatches, same on the burpees. Get your breath, just keep moving. Straight back on the dumbbell.
Do you remember who won that on the men's side?
What in the world?
Yeah.
Reggie?
No, Yonikoski.
I know Reggie got that video. Everyone like watched his video. It was like I think Arm & Hammer posted it back in the day when he was training at Steve's.
Jake Berman only came 15th. Jake Berman might win this, man.
I was thinking that when watching that, if he wants to really build this brand of fastest burpees in the game, this is the workout to win.
The woman who won it on the female side is Johanna Julius' daughter. Got 11:02.
Right.
Second was Andrea Solberg. Third was Danielle Brandon.
Really? Danielle Brandon?
Yeah.
Man.
Fourth was Mal O'Brien. Fifth was Alexis Raptis.
Wow. Look at that.
So yeah, it was.
That is a different workout though. It's like double the time almost.
Yeah, 11 minutes.
Yeah,
was what they were finishing in.
It's still slightly different. Like this is way quicker.
Tia 6th, Ariel 7th. Yeah.
Wow.
Haley.
Okay.
Haley 8th. It's a good workout for Haley, depending on.
Oh yeah.
How she's doing.
That surprises me because Haley's not small. She's quite like long-bodied. I know she's not tall, but
yeah, she'd move fast on the burpee box jump overs there. Yeah, I think the box jump over like adds an element of a little bit of height being a beneficial thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it'll be interesting to see. I think it's a good capacity test. I think it's what if we talk more broadly about the Open overall, this is very much what we expected to see. We expected to see capacity tests in the first week. We knew there probably wasn't going to be a huge amount of skill. There wasn't going to be a huge amount of squatting. Like I was looking at CAP programming earlier this week, and they have a load of thrusters programmed tomorrow, and I think they had like squat cleans or something else leggy programmed yesterday. So there's no chance it was going to be anything crazy. So I say tomorrow, I mean Saturday. So assuming everyone's going to do it on the Friday. So yeah, I think it's exactly what we really expected to see.
Yeah, pretty much. Just only disappointment was the format. Just thought it'd be bit cooler of a death by, or I don't know. But
I feel a bit weird like it's specifying. I don't know why about dumbbell snatch, but I feel weird about specifying all right, then all left, or all left, all right. Like I get it for like hang clean and jerks or something, or hang snatch maybe, but I don't know. I don't know. It's just me.
Really?
It feels weird. Yeah.
Oh. How did you survive quarterfinals last year then? It's the same thing.
I had much greater concerns than
for the
that workout. Yeah. Cuts to Ben whipping himself repeatedly and crying.
Yeah, it's a fine workout. It's a good one for accessibility, and
Yeah.
anyone can do it. Anyone who's not done CrossFit can sign up and do it. It's pretty straightforward. So that's what they're going for anyway. So
Mm.
not too surprising. It makes me intrigued to see what next week will be, because I was going to put my money on next week being a repeat of the burpee deadlift one. But now they've obviously got done burpees. So maybe, do you even think we see a repeat this year?
I
Because I'm now
feel
thinking row and thrusters, whatever the rep scheme was,
yeah,
was it
27, 59.
2118? Yeah, that one.
Yeah, 15. Is that 15.5?
I think so, yeah. I think so, yeah. 15.5?
That's one of my Fraser and Alex Anderson doing that is like one of my favorite things I've ever watched.
Yeah, and Salty Rich when he's been beaten, and he's like in the car, he's like, I don't care. His wife just sides eyes.
Yeah, you got how much do you get beaten? Yeah, he got 535. Fraser got 519 in a
only
rowing workout.
yeah, there's a thruster workout, isn't it?
In a rowing. Oh, okay, fine. It's a thruster.
only thing is they might not do it next week just because it's a very similar time domain to this first one.
Yeah, and you don't
Castro,
want.
to be fair to Castro, he's pretty good at mixing up, time
Mm.
domains. So
Yeah, and you also don't want. Well, actually, I think when you consider
yeah,
what
I don't know.
the average finish time will be for the majority of people, like this is
Because a
probably
50-minute
what, like,
50-minute time cap. But again, you can say it for the next one. If it is Road and Thrusters, again, it could be a 50-minute time cap, and elites will do it in 5.5 minutes. And
yeah, probably. I think genuinely, I think that's what we're going to see for the next 3 weeks. Like, unless we get an AMRAP next week, which I don't know what they'd even put in it.
Oh yeah, we might get an AMRAP. To be fair, we've already had the 2059 this week, so yeah, maybe an AMRAP makes
like
more sense.
Yeah,
AMRAP into a lift.
Box jump. Oh yeah,
yeah. We've got a lot of hinge. I mean, it didn't stop them last. They did the dumbbell snatch, wall walk, box jump one, and they did deadlifts the next week. So they don't really care about back-to-back hinge really. So you could
and they didn't care about back-to-back.
banding.
Yeah, banding.
And the press. If you argue the press, you do the wall walk and the shoulder for the burpee.
Very true.
Yeah, I mean, could be something like that. That'd be a savage. The throwback would be that increasing weight, increasing rep one from whenever, like 20, let's say 13 maybe. It's a savage workout on the deadlifts, as it's deadlifts and box jumps, but as the reps go up, the weight goes up.
Yeah. So look, what year was that? 2013.
Around that time. Not 100% sure.
The old one? No, that's. Oh yeah. That one? No, that was 5 shoulder overhead, 10 deadlifts, 15 box jumps.
No, not that one. Also, I'm on Wadwell. They still haven't updated that 24.1 is in existence yet. Very disappointed.
All right, let them know.
I will. They claim they're the well of WODs. They don't even have the newest workout in the CrossFit ecosystem on their site yet. It's been like an hour and 15 minutes.
So do you think we see, what's the highest level of gymnastics you think we're going to see over the next 2 weeks?
I think we can still see a bar muscle up or a ring muscle up, like a classic week 3. Like not a lot. Remember the open? Well, the one with the burpees and deadlifts that year, the last workout was just a few thrusters, and it had the pull-ups, chest to bar, and only 15 muscle-ups. So I wouldn't be surprised to see something like that. Like not a lot of volume, but some high skill just for the tiniest bit of separation.
So do you think we could have 13-3, 120, 150 wall balls, 90 double unders, 30 muscle-ups?
Possibly. That wouldn't be an awful. Depends what happens next week, but that wouldn't be an awful one for like last week.
We just wouldn't have had a thruster then. We always need a thruster in the final week, don't we? These are the unwritten rules.
Not always.
Near enough, always.
Yeah. The wall row ring muscle up one. They could repeat that one.
Yeah.
Just then people can leave the muscle up to the end, so you still get a tie break score. Or whatever it is. Was it even a tie break score? I don't even know. was it just as many reps you could get? Because it wasn't really, because you could do it any order, so there surely probably isn't a tiebreak score.
No, there wasn't. No. Yeah, because I remember I left like a huge amount of the row to the end and finished it with like 10 seconds to go or something. That was not enjoyable. That was not fun.
Clutch.
Yeah, absolutely smashed it. So proud of myself.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. Well,
it really is. Yeah.
It really is.
It really is. and we have to keep telling ourselves it is, otherwise it would be inherently pointless us sitting here talking about it for the last 20 and a half minutes.
Yeah, we just lie to ourselves.
So what do you think about the broadcast as a whole? Because
it's trash. It's so trash. It's so bad. I was messaging you saying I now can see why people take the piss out of CrossFit. It was so poor. So poor.
Yeah, I feel like it left a lot to be desired. I feel like the constant ad breaks, I think must have just been a tech error.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah, thank you for watching. We're on a commercial break. I'm like, but obviously not running a commercial break, so they're not even making money from it. Like, what are to be fair, I did say last podcast, and they're looking for a VP of global partnerships. So maybe they haven't been able to sell their ad space because they don't have a VP of global partnerships who can sell partnerships.
Exactly.
So, but like, it's not difficult to find somebody to stump up some cash to put on a. How many concurrent viewers did they have?
Not sure.
I think they were hitting like 90 odd thousand just before.
Really?
Yeah, which is
quite a lot.
Yeah,
that's quite a lot.
Let's have a look. I don't want that to start.
That's like a third of the open signups.
It's had 143,000 views already.
Fair.
That's but like 100,000 concurrent viewers. Obviously, it's worldwide, so it's difficult to target, but that's still pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's not awful. But yeah, the broadcast itself is like not good. It's just really clunky. It's just I don't know. It is what it is. It's been like this forever. So I don't know what else we're expecting from it.
No, very true. Very true.
And that's what was not annoying. That was just what's so stupid about that first workout they did. It was just like they just longed out this whole announcement by another 20 minutes to do literally irrelevant to watch them warm up. You might as well just watch them warm up. Yeah. What was the point of that?
Well, Jeff got to win his golden barbell, didn't he? That he then complained about. I was like,
yeah, well, fair point. It's unusable for the champ. It's too light for him.
Just imagine Roman running it. I am too strong. No.
Oh, I forgot to talk about that on the last episode. We'll talk about Fit Fest. It's like, well, we forgot that we weren't even doing real CrossFit anyway.
Oh yeah,
Roman.
Yeah, I was yeah. I think we both took that a little bit personally. You know that.
I think you took it personally. I was like, okay.
I've got a lot of problems that I need to. Yeah, I'm very shallow. So when
he means just generally people, not CrossFit problems. Just
yeah. But no, I think this is obviously related to it was FitFest was the same weekend as Dubai. Roman wins Dubai and then comments on somebody's Instagram post. Was it?
I think it was just yeah. It might have just been on like a morning chalk up thing. Just
I think it was,
about Fit Fest.
Yeah.
I think it must have been. It was then he just said something along the lines of like this isn't real CrossFit or something. I can't remember exactly what it was. I mean, he's got a point. He was there. He was out in Dubai competing and making money and doing an actual event. And then there were like these other guys just doing a fun team event for the bands.
Yeah, but they were also making money for a lot less effort. I'd make the argument.
Yeah, or well, depends what the deals were because they could have had already things in their contract saying for this next season you're going to this event. So I don't know how much of a bonus they actually got from doing it.
From what I've heard, it was a nice paycheck.
Fair.
In my limited conversations within the space. But yeah, I think what was I going to say? Yeah, like I think it's just Roman has taken some very weird, had
Well,
some very
yeah,
weird takes. It's been a really
yeah.
weird character development arc over the last couple of years.
Honestly, I was literally about to say we need to dissect this for the next like 10 minutes. What's happened to him? He went from the crowd favorite, like breaking his ankle. Everyone's crying. Everyone's like, "Oh, he should have won the games." And then suddenly he's just gone weird and just starts chatting all this shit, and he can't even back it up anymore. So very odd.
Yeah.
Don't know what's happened to him.
Yeah. I think it's been a steep learning curve for him in terms of, oh, you can't just say whatever you want in Russian on a podcast because it will find its way into the space. If anyone missed this, it's he basically had a go at everyone at Mayhem. Just said that Lazar's never going to make it. Lazar has since left Mayhem. Don't know if the two are related, but it's an interesting development.
Yeah, actually, I didn't know that.
Yeah. He's back
What?
with the ATP lab.
Really?
He said that Guy is definitely never going to make it as a CrossFit athlete. And yeah, I was very surprised by that. But then he also said he was scared of Ricky Garrard. You know, that was the one guy that he's scared of. I mean, like, if you're Ricky Garrard, that is music to your ears, surely. And then he comes into Wodapalooza and absolutely, like, Krennikov doesn't turn up, rocks up in ninth. And yeah, I don't know whether he's just a little bit of a flash in the pan or what, or whether he's just hoping to coast through Wodapalooza and peak for the games in the summer. But I think Ricky's like a real force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, well, I mean, in that the behind the scenes Hopper, Ricky, and Pepper like team at Wallapalooza, like there's always snippets of the other athletes all talking of Ricky like quite highly. So seems like they're all in terms of like, oh, he's actually like really good. So it seems a lot of them recognize Ricky's potential. So yeah, we'll see this year. But yeah, if Roman comes back and wins the games, I don't know. But yeah, it's just funny. He's been just like, yeah, chatting loads of shit. And then I think he's definitely rubbing some of the others the wrong way because you've seen like some comments back from like the owner and Pepper and whatnot. So they're probably just getting a bit bored of it now.
Yeah, I think I think he had the opportunity to make a really compelling case for him to just be a perpetual likable character that, you know, would last in the sport, turn into a, you know, whoever, like a Josh Bridges or anyone like that. But he's just sort of turned into this what appears to be quite a difficult character. In all honesty,
it all kicked off from the Adler post, which came out of nowhere when he was like, just like,
yes.
oh, I was getting bullied on a 5K run, help me. But yeah, it just took a really, as you said, everyone loved him up until that point. Everyone was like a big fan favorite. Like it's like a big teddy bear, and then yeah, it started just chatting shit, and then it was like, what? Shut up. But it's weird because we've always asked for like what I've always thought would be nice if we had like some people chatting shit, but it's like he's not even doing that. He's more just complaining about people rather than actually like firing shots and like giving good trash talk. He's just like moaning.
Yeah.
Which I feel like someone like Dan Pepper is actually so underrated. He actually has quite good trash talk. He's quite funny. Have you seen like his most recent thing for? Obviously, he's doing the live announcement against Taylor Self, Hopper, and
Mertens.
Mertens, yeah. But like he put up some posts to be like, oh, like please donate to to the event. Like so honored to that my fans can work out with me. Like referencing Taylor, like support his big dream. But he's just quite witty.
Yeah, I've just found the comment from Krennikov. That took a lot of scrolling. Let's be. This is not child's play in London. Real CrossFit from Dubai is what he posted. But obviously, number one wasn't in London. Get your geography right, Roman. Honestly, with an exemption visa like that, you'd think he'd know like where places were and stuff. And then Vellner comes back with, "Can we even respond, or will you call the police on us or something for being too mean?"
Yeah.
And then Dallin, the English is sounding really good. Probably don't need a translator at the finish line giving you food anymore.
Yeah, that's what he's got good clapbacks.
Oh dear. Yeah, that's some some strong work from both Dallin and Roman and Pat. I meant more than anything. But yeah, I'd completely forgotten that Roman had won Dubai and had beaten Ricky, and Ricky was there.
Yeah, but Ricky had a really bad, was it obstacle course? That's literally what let him down.
Yes. Yeah.
They did well after that. So whatever happened on that random event, running around a kiddie's playground. and Roman has the audacity to say they're doing real CrossFit.
Hey, that is a very respected part of the Dubai police training regimen. I'll have you know. And
Let's hope they don't listen to this podcast then.
What, the Dubai police?
Yeah.
No, can't say anything. That I can't say what they're too busy doing because it's not okay.
No, we might have some international listeners.
Yeah, I know, but like, I'm not gonna make judgments on what happens in other countries.
Wow, I've been to Dubai. Indeed. It's a lovely part of the world.
Have you been to Dubai?
Yeah, I've been there. Like, I had like cousins who lived there.
All right. Yeah, don't say that like it's like a normal thing.
What, you don't have cousins who live out there?
No, all of my cousins stayed in the UK. As you know, one of them's ironically in Texas currently. So.
Oh yes. Yeah, I've been out there like 2 or 3 times.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it is hot. It is very hot.
Yeah, it's not made for me. Let's be honest. No.
But yeah, I went to the Dubai Mall where they had like the original, where they hosted the CrossFit, like if you 2016, 2015ish, where they had like the actual competition in the mall. I've been there to the ice rink.
Well, no, it was a couple of years before that Hamid, who coached the BFG, competed there.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying that. Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, crazy. Small world.
Indeed. Is there anything else you want to cover?
The news. I'll just say Emma Carey pulled out of the season this year. It's just another one bites the dust. Like, what was going on?
Yeah.
I know she's got her reasons, but it's just fun, and it's just interesting. It's a lot of the young. It's just the young girls. Like, you haven't seen a lot of young guys. Well, maybe young guys do, but there's not any big names that have done it so far.
Yeah, but I would say it's slightly different, right? In that they have time between winning the like how long did it take Dallin to make it to the games as a male, right? True. There's a big gap. Yeah. Like there's a big gap from being a teenager to being a games level male athlete individual. Whereas on the women's side, that jump is a lot. It's not as big of a jump. So you don't have that time to be young, to do whatever you want to do, to have your life, like go to university, go to college, whatever you want to do. It's just sort of, well, like, you're still good at this thing, you're good enough to do it again next year, so just carry on and do it. And so, like, you just like the way I see it is they haven't had the time to discover who they are and who they want to be. And so they're on this journey, and everything they do is so public and so around the sport that they do, because CrossFit is a little bit more all-encompassing than other sports. I'd probably make the argument of. Like, correct me if you think differently, but if that ends up dominating your life, then you don't have the chance to figure out what else you want to do and what else you want to be. Is how I view it.
No, that's a fair point. Yeah, it's a way quicker jump for a lot of the top ladies from the teens, because a lot of them are still so good to jump straight to the games level and do well from like the examples we have. Whereas the guys, you're right, we haven't really got any super young guys who are making that jump. Like, obviously they're young, but Dallin's like 22, not 17.
20,
so the
23, I think.
He's 23. Oh, it makes me feel a bit better. So you're saying
imagine how I feel at
30. Yeah, that's a fair point. But it's just, well, Emma Carey, again, to be fair, she has like a fair reason. Like, it's obviously a very personal reason, but at least, I know, it's just interesting. Like, she moves camp, goes to Mayhem. Obviously, Mayhem itself is very, a religious-based camp. So I don't know. She just had a lot of conversations, a lot of reflection, and thought maybe not this year. But she did say she's not going to quit. Like she said, it's not the end of her competitive career. So, yeah, very interesting.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, I'm just trying to go back
And
and
also, have you
see.
seen the Daniel Brandon documentary teased? Have you seen that?
I have.
Like
I have
what?
happened to see this. I don't know, mate.
I know she's good, but no offense to her, she hasn't won the game. I really don't get the Daniel Brandon hype. I really don't get it. She's so overhyped. So overhyped.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'd agree with that. And I
She
think
won a
having
competition.
semis.
Did she? I think she didn't win in semis. I think Emma beat her at semis this year, head to head in that final event. Because I remember thinking how just people you drag someone off the street and you told me pick out of Emma or Daniel Brandon who won this fitness competition. You wouldn't be picking Emma, most likely.
Yeah. Yeah, very true.
I don't think well, not from my memory. I can't remember a time Daniel Brandon's won a big event.
Surely she must have.
Don't know. She's never won Wodapalooza. She's never won Rogue. She's obviously never won the games. I don't know. What she won? Where?
Battle for Middle Ground? Rain Hills. She must have run Rain Hills, surely.
Did she even win FitFest? Did her team even win FitFest?
No, I think Alan Lawson's team won FitFest.
Exactly. Again, my point proven. I just don't. I do get the hype. She just paints her hair a different color and has loads of tattoos. But I don't know. Yeah, crazy.
Was she the? No, she wasn't. Yeah, no, I don't think she has. Yeah, but and this is the thing I think in a you take Formula One as an example, right? Just because you're not a world champion doesn't mean you're not also a good driver. Same with golfing, right?
Yeah.
Like you can still have a personality, you can still do things. Like I cited Josh Bridges as an example earlier of somebody who had a great personality, was able to trade off that and to build something out of it.
Yeah. But I don't think she has a personality. Actually, she doesn't. When she speaks, she does. It's her look. She doesn't. When have you heard her speaking? You've got really good personality. Personally, from interviews.
Oh, is that a question? No, I don't.
Yeah, it's a question.
No, absolutely nothing.
I
don't know if you
don't
remember. Did
it.
you ever at FitFest? Did you see the interview she did with Lauren Khalil? That went absolutely bananas. Let's have a look. Because it that absolutely popped off with people saying, "What on earth you?" Let's see if I can find it. Because everyone was just like, "Well, this is she just had a pretty didn't have a very positive attitude towards it,
right?
And didn't really appear to enjoy the questions that she was being asked." I don't know if they've taken it down. Was it on? That's Wodapalooza. Can't see anything from FitFest. Maybe it wasn't on Talking Elite Fitness. Who knows? Either way, yeah, it was pretty. It was just very blunt in response, and so I don't think it went down too well amongst people. So, yeah, no, I think at the end of the day, people can make documentaries about whatever they want to make documentaries about.
Yeah, I'll just say it's just. I'm interested to see what it's about. If it's just about her story, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. But I suppose you got a lot of hype. A lot of people want to watch it, so I'm sure it'll still do well in terms of numbers. But
yeah. Well, I mean, have you seen Haley Adams one with
Hiller? Yeah, I thought it was quite good.
Yeah, I thought it was a really we were talking to sort of contrast that with Emma Carey. You take somebody who has taken the time to figure out what they're doing. And you know, like if Emma Carey turns around in a year and she's able to, not that she doesn't speak out eloquently currently, but is able to speak as eloquently as Haley Adams did about how she feels about particular things, and you know, like I think that's a, you know, it's a win for you as an individual. Like if you got another 10 years at the top of the sport, which they probably have, like take the year to figure things out, take the year to figure out who you are and who you want to be, and glory of whoever you want it to be for, as opposed to solely governed by what you determine as self-interest. Sorry, I'll steer away from any more on that one.
Dear. That's a different podcast. We can talk about that. The philosophies of why we compete. Who we do it for.
Why we don't compete in my instance. Actually, I may be doing on Battle of Milligram 4s.
Wow.
In May. I know.
Crazy.
I know. Look at me go in the throwdown category.
Why don't you do middle ground, like Ragnarok middle ground?
Because I'll probably put it on a Friday again.
They'll do it on Saturday. They did it Saturday last time.
Did they?
I'll toy with it. I think it's Sunday last time, actually.
I need to have a look and plan my year out. If this open workout doesn't break my back, then I will.
Well, you can try the UK champs this year.
That'd be good fun. Have they got what were their tiers?
I think it was literally Elite RX and scaled. But I think the RX you could get in. Like the level, no offense to someone who did this at RX and wasn't one of the bottom heats, but the bottom heats were like middle ground level. They were.
I think you're...
When you take 80 plus people and then not obviously all 80 did it, so you've got probably people who are about 110th getting a backfill.
Yeah, true.
Like the bottom heats weren't like super strong.
Yeah.
Like those workouts were actually easier than like a middle ground competition in terms of like just... I think it was a bit of a moss. That's the old news, but like those workouts were such a scaled competition compared to like the elite workouts.
Oh yeah. No, it was a completely different ball game compared to elite. Yeah,
I would say easy for me because I still did awful in one of them, but like in general, just the level, like it's just they took out bar muscle ups. I'm pretty sure with your RX you can do a bar muscle up.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Very true. Anyway,
we won't go down that one again.
No. All right. Well, what are you going to publicly say like what you're aiming for on this workout? Like how fast do you think you can go? Mr. Burpees don't really affect me. I think is a message that I've received from you at some point.
They don't. Well, not as bad as other people. Like the burpees is good for me. Like, give me more burpees. I have no idea. I need to go see what the pace I can do. Off the top of my head, sub 8, but I have no idea. That could be so wrong. I could be like 9 minutes. I could be faster. I don't know.
I think you should be all right. Yeah.
Well, what's going on there?
Yeah, I think.
And then the burpee speed's all right. I'll be a bit slower on the dumbbell per rep because I'll be breathing harder. Burpees will be a bit slower per rep, but everything will be unbroken and keep moving. I don't know. I don't really know what the maths will be on that. Sub 8, we'll say. We'll see.
Cool.
Watch me come in with
so
like
if I continue my aim, if I continue my aim to be slightly better than 50%, 100% worse, it would have to be 100% worse in this instance. God damn it. So yeah, I like as long as I can get like sub 12, 24, I'm happy.
I think you can do that. Yeah.
Low
to finish in a time cap, it's 7 burpees and 7 snatches.
A minute.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I should be fine.
I think. Yeah, around that.
I should be fine. I think it's one of those things. Like it's the same as every single 21:59. That middle round is just absolutely horrendous. It just happens to be that middle round is like double the length that it normally is.
Yeah, good stuff from Castro. Also, what was that chalk? What was he doing on the chalkboard? It was so bad. He was having too much fun. The mic drop as well.
Did he do a mic? Oh, he's
Did not see it.
such...
He took
No,
a
I didn't.
knee and did a mic drop and like kind of bowed. And yeah, it was just very
He's just
Castro.
happy to be back, man.
So happy.
But then he let Boz like announce the like say 3, 2, 1, go. So you know, kept Boz involved. It's nice for a minute. He's not doing anything else this year, is he? He's just sitting there twiddling his thumbs. That's it.
I'll take it back. It's actually 6 burpees and 6 snatches a minute to finish it in 15 minutes. So even easier.
Oh, okay. So I can do. Yeah, well, like what's your halfway point?
As in reps.
Yeah.
Or like where in the work. Well, halfway is 90 reps, but I don't know what that is in the. That is, well, pretty much in the first set of your 15 dumbbell snatches.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so as long as you pace that first.
The 21.
First round. Yeah. As long as you pace that first round of 21.
The 21s is almost half the workout, pretty much. It's like 9 reps. No, that's such bad maths. It's like 6 reps short of like half the workout.
Yeah, it's 84. It's 84 reps.
Yeah. That's why I said the pace will increase a lot quicker. Like I know the 15s would be hard, but they'll go a lot quicker. That's a lot less work.
Yeah.
Then once you get to 9s, hopefully you got a bit of a kick just to push through to the end.
Yeah.
We shall see. Any prediction who's gonna win this one in the UK then?
Hawiye man. It's a tiny little Geordie man.
Oh.
Yeah, Reg will do it, I think.
Probably.
On the men's side. On the women's side, Jemia will absolutely destroy this. Like, this is her written all over. Like, grunt work, like, just move. I think both of those will do quite well. Do I think Reg over Harry?
Yeah, for this workout.
Yeah.
I'll say so.
Yeah. Don't know what Harry's been doing in his off season. Oh, Kringle could do quite well this as well.
I think he could actually do quite well in this one. Mitch Adams.
Oh yeah.
He actually fly to this one.
He would.
He will.
He will. He will. He will.
I'm actually quite intrigued to see his score on this one. I'm trying to think anyone else who's like super speedy. No, I think Mitch Adams actually. But no, we'll see how good his lockout is.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, we didn't talk about this, but the Arnold qualifiers, they posted him doing his lunge workout. I'm sorry, those lunges were not good lunges. I know he won the workout, but where like, come on, those were
where are the standards?
There were no standards.
There were no standards. Ooh. Other people have already submitted their scores.
Of course they have.
Some guys. Oh wow, he was 1000th in France last year in the Open.
Nice.
Okay, so he got 726.
Wow.
And he didn't make quarterfinals last year.
That's what I mean, like doubt. So you're a minute and a half behind the best in the world. Doubt. I honestly thought there's gonna be so much cheating on this work. Like the lockout is gonna be so awful, and the burpee as well. How many people aren't gonna actually jump over the dumbbell? They're just gonna jump over thin air to the side. Like they're not gonna actually get their feet to the dumbbell. They're just gonna do that. Their chest is gonna be level with the dumbbell. They're gonna stand up, and then their feet will be like 2 foot behind the dumbbell and just skip to the side. That's what I'm imagining a lot of people are gonna do.
Yep.
So yeah, can't wait. Honestly, I'm gonna call people out this time if I see, because there's people around locally that I know who cheated so badly last year. So if they do it again this year, they're getting shamed.
You're gonna start doing a secret camera show and start putting up cameras in neighboring gyms and checking on what people are doing.
Honestly, crazy. Crazy. Some people have no shame. Last year was embarrassing. Some of the scores that were being put up, that just were not legitimate at all. But you know,
wouldn't happen at the Fitz Gym in Hertfordshire, would it?
Sad. People will do what they do. Well, We will see.
Right. Wrap it up there.
Yeah. All right.
Good luck
Thank
to
you for
those of
listening.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say good luck to
Oh,
those of you
good luck.
hitting 24.1, and let you close out
When are you doing it? You're doing it tomorrow?
tomorrow morning
Wow. You do it before me.
between 7 and 8 a.m.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Welcome to getting old. Right. You now have to work out in the mornings. This is what happens.
Post a snippet on the podcast channel. Good for the
I'll
fans.
post my last 9 burpees.
The stories only last 90 seconds.
Wow. What you don't realize is that I can sprint for 1 round, and I will sprint for the last set of burpees, and that's it.
Okay. Better here first. I will sprint the last round. Right, I'll hold you to
that'll
that.
happen. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. We'll actually end it now.
All right. Bye-bye.